Hi, it's Linda from homeschooling6.com, and today I have a homeschool review crew, and I am going to be reviewing one of Progeny Press's guide, the Hound of the Baskerville Study Guide. It's I guess you would call it an ebook. And let me just go ahead and read the disclaimer. I received a free copy of this product through the Homeschool Review Crew in exchange for my honest review. I was not required to write a positive review, nor was I compensated in any other way. All opinions I have expressed are my own or those of my family. I am disclosing this in accordance to the FTC Regulations, and you can visit the Homeschool Review Crew at schoolhousereviewcrew.com, and I will have that link below, so please be sure to check out that link. And also progenypress.com, that link will also be below, and I will have a direct link to the study guide that I am reviewing as well. So be sure to click those links in the description to see more reviews, read more reviews, and to be able to shop at progenypress.com. So this study guide is the Hound of the Baskervilles Study Guide, and they are all written from a Christian perspective. This study guide is 83 pages long, and the genre is British literature / mystery, and grades are 8 to 12. So, and what I love about this, in the past I didn't like interactive study guides or PDFs, and that was because we only had one computer in the whole house. But now most of my kids have bought themselves a laptop or some kind of device. So now I love them because I can email my kids the link to this, and they can go and start working on it, and it's really great. I actually really love them now. So here's some benefits of the e-guide. Let me just go ahead and tell you a few benefits of the e-guide before I actually go into showing you the study guide. So one is it's available immediately. Within that day you'll have your study guide, and if you already have the book or the audiobook, you can just get started. It works on Mac and Windows. Students can type in their answers, and I love that because my boys are pencil phobic. So this is great because they can just type in their answer. And what I have my son do is I have him email it to me at the end of the week. So on Monday, he listens to the chapters that he's supposed to, and then he does the work throughout the rest of the week, and then he'll email it to me on Friday. And then I can check it and email him back. So what's also great is if you don't want to use the interactive part of this, you can print it off, and you could use it with as many kids as you like. You could print off just that day's work for that day, or you could print off a week's worth, or print out the whole thing and bind it, or put it in a binder. Yeah, so I guess you could print as you go, and it's just super easy. All you do, once you buy it, you just download it, save it to your computer, and then you could email your kids, or you could print it off, depending what works best for you. Okay, so what's included when you buy this is you get an author biography, you get a before you read, which is like a geography, historical research, geography terms. You have vocabulary throughout, and there's a lot of literature techniques like characters, and I'm just reading some of them. There's a lot more. Characterization, facts and probabilities, imagery, similes, metaphors, foreshadowing, conflicts, and themes, and so forth. So there's really a lot of literature terms in here that your child will be introduced to. And what I really like are the moral lessons and values. For instance, qualities to admire, misfortune and suffering, spiritual battles, and responsibility for one's actions are just some of them. There will also be activities and assignments, like for instance, biblical perseverance study is in there, a 3D project, there's going to be journaling and creative writing. So one of the science projects for that you could call science is like assemble a butterfly collection, and that's just some of what will be in here. So let me just go ahead and show you a little bit, and I'm sorry, I didn't realize that there's such a glare. So, so the table of contents, has like the synopsis, note to instructor, about Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, background information like it's Gothic fiction, ideas for pre-reading activities, and then it goes to the chapters. So there's going to be chapters 1 through 3. So what I did was I had my son listen to chapters 1 through 3, and then he did the pages. And then the next set is going to be chapters 4 to 5, and then 6 to 7, 8 to 10, 11 to 13, and then 14 to 15. And then there's also like overview, optional essays and projects, additional resources, and the answer key. So let's see. So right here for chapters 1 and 2, that's vocabulary, and up here, I know you can't really see it too well because of the glare, but there are like the word, and then some definitions below it, and then right here is what, you can't really see, but right there is what my son chose. He chose B. So you could check all that once he emails it back. And there on the first section, this is for chapters 1 through 3, there's 14 vocabulary. For each word below, write the letter of the phrase that offers the best definition of what word in the blank provided. So there's 14 of those. And then elements of logical thinking. And then again, so the bold ones are my son's answers that he put there. And then they have questions like, why does Dr. Mortimer seek Sherlock Holmes' help? Oh, sorry, I can't read today. And then let me just go to page, the review that I wanted to share with you, page 22. Let's see. Okay, sorry about that. There's so much good stuff in here. Okay, like there's a dig deeper section. It says Holmes deceives the clerk at the Northumberland Hotel when he pretends to know the two guests who signed up after Sir Henry's arrival. What is Holmes doing, and is it justified or not? What, if anything, makes Holmes' deceit different from that practiced by the Sherlock Holmes in John Clayton's Hansom Cab? How do Leviticus 19:11, Proverbs 12:17 through 22, and Matthew 10:16 help Christians think about whether deceit is ever justifiable? Do you think it's ever justifiable to lie? So it really gets your child thinking. And then another question is, Holmes tells Watson there is nothing more stimulating than a case where everything goes against you. What character traits does this statement illustrate? What specific incident from these chapters support the characterization? How does Holmes' attitude towards difficulties compare with the attitude Scripture teaches believers to have in Romans 5:1 through 4, Galatians 6 through 9, and John 16:33? So I love how they bring the Bible into the study. And then there's some optional activities for these chapters is design or typesetting. And that one is where they research 2 different kinds of fonts, either physical type used to set print on a press or electronic word processing fonts. And another activity they can do is for history, research and write a brief 2 to 3 page overview of the British peerage system. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. Be sure to define Sir Henry's title of baronet and to identify its place in the hierarchy of the peerage titles. How did this system evolve? And then there's more questions that they could answer to do their research. And these are optional. It says optional activities, so they could do 1 or 2. They could do all of them. The Bible study says do a word study of persevere and or perseverance in the Bible. And then it has them using like a concordance or topical Bible. Write a few paragraphs discussing the use of persevere in the Bible and your conclusions about what that tells us. And then another one for history is research and write a 1-page informative paper on dime novels. And they'll have learned about what that is in their studies. So So as you can see, the questions are very challenging, and it really is getting their mind thinking. And then there's like in the next chapters, what chapters are these? These are like 6 to 7. There are architectural vocabulary, which I think is really neat. And the analysis is like in the mood. In mood in literary work is like mood in your personal life. It is your emotional reaction to a certain situation. And it goes on and it teaches them. So there's a lot of, I really like the way it teaches them all those different literature terms, and especially if they haven't had a whole lot in the past. So, and then the way we used it was I downloaded it to my computer, and then I emailed my son Brent the PDF, and I let him know what to do. I wrote him a little message, and then he listened again on Monday. He listened to the audio or read it. I asked him to listen to the audio and kind of read along, but either way was fine if he just either read it or listened. And then the rest of the week, he completed the pages. And then on Friday, he emailed me what he did. And then sometimes I either email him back. We haven't finished it yet. So sometimes I either emailed him back and would let him know what to do the next week, or I just go over to his bedroom and tell him. And then every Friday, though, he's emailing me the complete PDF back to me so I can see what he's doing. And I think that's about it. Let me just double check my notes. And our goal is to have him do 3 to 4 of these this year. And what's really great is I could use these for another student next year. So I think I got that. I'll let you know how I used it. I hope I gave you a good enough idea of what you are getting. I'll leave the links below so you could also research the site and see the many, many, many books that they have. And they have some from elementary, junior high, and all the way up. And they're always adding new titles to their website. So they have tons to choose from. I know, like, one year we did, I think it was it The Hobbit or The Lord of the Rings? So yes, they have a lot. So I hope that was helpful for you. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and let me know what you think of Progeny Press Study Guides. And if you prefer the PDF, like the ebooks, or the physical book, and I know I should have checked. I know they have the, well, a few years ago I bought some of the CDs, so I think they still have that option as well. So thank you so much for watching. Y'all have a great day.